All right, so if you are nervous, concerned, worried about an upcoming GCSE in chemistry, and you're confused about bonding and dot and cross diagrams, please favorite this video, and this is going to be a lifesaver. Let's take a look. So if we're dealing with the combination of sodium and chloride to make sodium chloride, which is table salt, first we start off with looking at how they are resembled on the periodic table. So sodium has an atomic number of 11, which means it has 11 protons, but that also means that it's going to have 11 electrons as well. Chlorine has an atomic number of 17, so again 17 protons, which means it's going to have 17 electrons as well. Now this is the electron configuration for sodium. Because there's 11 electrons, we need to go through 3 orbits of electrons. So in the first shell there are 2, because the first shell can always have 2. The second shell is going to have a maximum of 8. And if we have 2 in the beginning and then we fill up that 8, that gives us to 10. So we need 1 more. So we put 1 last electron in the very outer shell. So that's 1 valent electron. Chlorine has 17 as an atomic number, which means it has 17 protons or 17 electrons as well. So again, we fill up our rings, our orbitals, our shells. The first one has a maximum of 2. Second one has a maximum of 8, bringing us to 10. But now we need an additional 7. Now I've used chlorine, I've used their electrons to be dots, and I've used sodium to be crosses. Now this is called the dot and cross diagram to make sure that we can accurately see where the electrons go and how the electrons are either shared or distributed when bonding. So when we do our dot and cross diagram, the sodium, because it's in group 1, it's going to donate or get rid of that valence electron. So that's going to become a positive 1 ion because it's getting rid of an electron, so it's becoming more positive. But that electron's got to go somewhere. So that electron is actually given over to chlorine, who now becomes a negative 1 ion because it's taking on that electron. And here's the dot and cross diagram. So here, the crosses stay the same for sodium, but it does become a +1 ion. But over here, we actually take on that extra cross electron, giving chlorine that full outer shell. And remember, when it comes to bonding, all of these elements want to be just like our noble gases. They want their last outer shell of electrons to be completely full. So this is the dot and cross diagram for sodium chloride, bringing you chlorine to be a -1 ion, sodium to be a +1. And that's easy, and that's how easy dot and cross diagrams can be. Remember to take it slow, take your time, use a pencil in case you make a mistake. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. But this is it. Hopefully this will save you on your next GCSE chemistry paper or mock exam.